Hey everybody, my name's Dave, one of the pastors here at IKON Church. I've been thinking over the last few days of the story of Moses because it demonstrates to me how God is often at work behind the scenes in order to bring about a great plan of salvation and change for his people. But of course, when you have the plans of God, you always have an enemy figure who's at work also to try and stop those plans from taking place. And of course, this is what we find in the story of Moses. When Moses was born, Pharaoh, who was the leader of the day, felt threatened of Moses. Even though he was only a little baby at this time, he felt so threatened that he gave the command that all the babies who were 2 and under should be thrown into the River Nile in order to be destroyed. I want us to understand that the same tactic that was used here, the same scheme that was used by the enemy figure, was also used when it came to the birth of Jesus. When Jesus was born, Herod, who was the leader of the day, felt threatened again and gave the order that all the babies under 2 who live in Bethlehem should be destroyed. The same tactic is repeated again and again. What I want us to get today is this, is when it comes to the birth of an idea, a plan, a dream, it's not in the conception stage that the enemy will attack, but actually it's the inception stage. Let me put it this way. Every idea has 3 components in order to bring it to fruition. You've got the conception stage. This is when 2 elements or more will come together to create some sort of sparks in order for an idea to be born. This is the inception, when the idea is born. And then, of course, you have the activation stage, is when that idea comes into being and then is acted upon, and then, of course, comes into fruition. That plan, that dream, that idea then takes place. You have those 3 stages of an idea. And the enemy never attacks in the stage of conception, but it's at the inception stage. And at the inception stage, we get what's called the interception. This is used in the sports world, where an opponent will attack another opponent to block them in order to prevent them from reaching their goal. I want to say that there's always an enemy figure in our lives that will try to intercept and block the idea, the dream, the thought that we may have of doing something amazing in our lives. You know, that enemy could be something as simple as self-doubt. It could be fear. It could be so many different things that enemy could come in. We have this brilliant idea and we think, I just cannot do that. I want us to understand that this is a tactic of an enemy figure in our lives. It could be the enemy himself. Maybe God's given you a brilliant idea, a brilliant dream, a brilliant thought, and suddenly that interception, that blocking of that idea comes in and you give up and stop with the idea. Can I encourage you, don't stop. Start dreaming again, start believing again, start putting those ideas into action so they come into fruition. So my encouragement to us today is be aware of the devil's schemes. That's what Paul says to us in the book of Corinthians. He says to the church, do not be unaware of the devil's schemes. His schemes are the same again and again. He will use fear, he will use threats in order to stop the plans of God from taking place. You know, today you may have some amazing ideas. Don't give up at that point. Take your ideas and make them work, because see what God will do in and through your life. I want to encourage us, IKON Church, come on, let's dream big, let's believe, let's realize the 3 stages of any great idea. There's the conception, the inception, activation in order to lead to fruition. And I want to encourage us, don't let the devil come in, don't let the enemy come in, don't let interception come in to prevent us from doing all that God wants us to do. Have an amazing day. We'll see you soon.